back. The Scorpio Show. I'm your host G. This is gonna be a two-part. Well, not two-part. I'm just gonna throw two topics in at the same time because I think everything flows together. With what I'm gonna be talking about, ladies, chivalry is not dead. I keep chivalry alive with me. I make sure I handle business as a man. I take my hat off when I walk into places. I don't keep my hat on inside any building. I take my hat off. It's just out of respect. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but watching this show really taught me what a man is supposed to be like, except for the whole cheating part. Let me tell you something. Men, there's a lot of work to be done. Now, if we can go back to the 50s and 60s, that'd be great. Not the fact of, what do they call it? Not the fact of, black folks is over here, white folks is over here. Not like that. This would be different. This is in a relationship. This is how men are supposed to be. This is, just listen to me. If we can go back to the 50s and 60s and see how men treated women, not just, but they were respectful, but they were kind of raunchy. I think they're raunchy more now than they were back then. But they no matter who they came across, it was chivalry. Chivalry is not dead. Chivalry it can still be saved. It's still alive. Fellas, open the door for a woman. Say you're out to eat or at the dinner table or whatever, and she wants to, she gets up to go freshen up or whatever. Stand up. It's not hard. You stand up. You show respect. All right. Yes, ma'am. Handle your business. There's a lot of things. Open the car door. Ladies, I suggest that you don't move. If you're on the passenger side seat. No, matter of fact, whether you're driving or you're not driving, ladies, don't move until the man gets out the car and opens that car door. You know what I'm saying? Hands down. That's how I believe it should be. I understand men have a certain way of dealing with things and everything like that, but chivalry is not dead. It's still alive. It's still out there. I suggest more men need to understand how to handle business, how to be respectful. I see a lot of men in buildings just wearing hats. Just no matter where they go, even in a restaurant, they're just wearing a hat. People haven't taught you respect. Do you not understand where you are? Take your hat off, gentlemen. When you walk into your house, take your hat off. Hats should be worn outside. I've been watching this show called Mad Men. It's dated back in late 50s, early 60s. It's an advertisement company, but it shows you relationships and marriage relationships, period, and it gives you a lot of things. It makes you understand how things ran back then compared to now. And to be honest with you, if you could take how we are now, like, integrated, stuff like that, and keep it that way, but matter of fact, just take the 1960s and bring them in here. To the way they dressed, to the way they act, to they were respectful to women. They were respectful to grown folks. That's how it was. Now, why can't we get back to those days? When it comes to chivalry, but when it comes to everyday life, why can't we get back to those days? Now, you guys know how I wear hats. I don't wear fitted caps. It's just tacky to me. That's just me, though. If you wear a fitted cap, do you? But when people see me, I'm presentable. People come at me totally different than the way they come out with somebody with a fitted cap on. It's totally different. I carry myself very well. I don't dress like most of these. I don't sag and bag. I don't do none of that. If I had the money to go out there and just buy suits and wear suits and a tie every day with a hat, I will do so. Why? Because it gives off a certain image. I would rather dress like they did back in the 1950s, business-wise, and everything else, now to this day. You know, the way they took care of household. They took care of their household. Most men in the business world took care of household, hands down. If you were in a business aspect, or if you thought up here then down here, then your swag was different. You carried yourself very well. You knew what to say, how to say it, when to say it. You knew your place in line. Most women knew their place back then. Most women, if they didn't have a husband, they, was a receptionist. Most women now have voices. We gave the women the right to vote. Well, the thing about it is we have something women want. Women have something we want, which is that good. Y'all know what I mean. That good loving. Now, the thing about it is hard to get it on and pop in. Because the thing about it is, if women don't get what they want, they keep that back. Then you be like, oh, I can't get no loving because you want me to go do this? That's kind of messed up. But the thing about it is, women, understand. Back then, they didn't keep none of that from their husband unless they were truly, truly mad at them for something big. But let me tell you, is there any way we can bring the 1960s, early 1960s, back here to this era? Mentally, when it comes to chivalry, when it comes to the way they dressed, when it comes to the way they acted, the respect and all that, is there any way we can get back to that? Have we lost it? Is it lost? Let me know, because I believe watching this show really made me think. You stand up when a woman wants to go freshen up, or it's just out of respect. You pull out her chair, you open her car door, you open the door to an entrance, you open the door when you exit, whatever. It's just chivalry, everything else. I love it. I love it. It's just out of respect. But, the women, they respected the man too. Hands down. The man was the head of house. He sat at the head of the table. No matter what, he sat at the head of the table because he's the head of household. That's where I sit. That's just me. Personally, I sit at the head of my table. My dinner table, I sit at the head of that. And hands down. You show me respect. You don't raise your voice in my house. But now things are different. Economy's different. Women are different. I just wish we can get back to those days. Y'all tell me what you think. Subscribe, friend or brother. If you got a topic you want to talk about, hit me up. Until then, let me know what y'all think. Is chivalry dead? Is it still alive? Do you think maybe folks can change their mind and get back to the 1960 era type deal, and mentally thinking of how to respect women and how to respect life and stuff like that? So, y'all let me know. Until then, stay up, stay real. God bless.